Okay, here's the 305 tires that are in the back. They put on the ZR1. No, the ZL1. Sorry about that. They're really fat, making any kind of horsepower. Very recommended. And to add to it, you need the track bar, which is right here. My BMR, it's got the 3 adjustments as well. That gives you good hookup. And you've got the cradle bushings that hold the whole frame in, which are, let me get the light up there. You can see, there's all this crap in the way. There they are there. That ties in the frame to another frame. That's rubber from the factory. To get those out, it took me 2 days to get the entire, at first you got to drop the whole entire back frame of the car. And then after you get the frame down, after you pull the rear out and all that crap, because the exhaust, you've got to cut, drill, and sledgehammer the rubber bushings out. You cannot burn them out. As soon as you put any kind of heat to the rubber crystallizes and gets hard, and it just creates a nightmare. It is a huge nightmare. They're pressed in from the factory. BMR said it's no big deal, but they don't know what they're talking about when it comes to getting those stock bushings out. But I got them out, and you got 2 in the front. You can't see. I'll show you in a minute. But I am removing this stock exhaust, which is a nice exhaust. It's got the chrome tips on it from GM. But the dyno man says it's got to go. With the big cam I got in the car, it's the feat and the purpose, which I can understand. The reason why I kept them, as you heard yesterday, the car is loud just with the stock mufflers. So with the coarser exhaust, it's going to be a hell of a lot louder. Eventually, I'm going to replace these with BMR after I do the Connie's shocks. Because I don't want to be messing with alignment 3 times. Go down, line it, do it again, go down and line it again. So if you don't mess with this, the 1 bar, it'll keep the original alignment. As long as you don't turn that screw, right there it's marked, you're fine. It'll hold alignment to do all this work. But if you, once you take this apart, your camber, your toe, there's another bar in the front, you'll have to get it realigned, which is fine, but you don't want to be going and doing it 3 or 4 times and getting charged $60, $80 each time you walk into the alignment shop. So eventually I'll get that done. And as you can see up in the front, you can see the light there. I'll get to it in a minute. Across the subframe connector. And it's got the bushings in the rear too. You can't really see them. I'm going to pull this exhaust out. You get a better picture once that happens. This car has only got 11,000 miles on it. I'm keeping it. It's paid off, and that's why I'm doing all this work now. And I'm turning it into a race car. But I'm going to tell you, once you do these bushings, your ride in the car is going to be very stiff. It's going to ride like a tank. So the best thing to do is, you know, you're going to have to make a decision. You want a nice soft ride or you want a tank ride? I'm looking for a tank ride because I like a race car feel. But it will give you that race car feeling. You'll hear every little nick and cranny in the road. When you run over those reflective dotted lines you see at night, it sounds like you're running over 2x4s. Bang, bang, bang when you change lanes. So that's because there's no rubber absorbing anything from the ground. So you'll definitely hear a big difference on that. And you can see that I was showing you yesterday the ZR1 tires that I went on, and they are huge. They're 14 inches wide on my Corvette. But this concludes this part of the video.